Hey guys, Credit Shifu here, and today we are looking at the new Starbucks Visa card from Chase. Now, we did do a video about this a few days ago, but we were just going off of a little bit of leaked information from the CEO in a shareholder call. The card has now actually been officially released, so we have all the info about it. So let's get into looking at if this card is a good deal or not. Now, firstly, the appearance of the card, I actually really like the appearance. The metallic gray on black, it's quite a cool look. So well done Starbucks and Chase from that point of view. But now let's get down to the real things. So this card sort of slots into tier 2 in my 5-tier rating system of credit cards. Normally cards in tier 2 don't have an annual fee. This card actually has a $49 annual fee, but that's a pretty low annual fee as annual fees go. Most cards that have annual fees, it's normally starting at around $100. So it is a low annual fee. Now let's have a look at some of the point earning on this card. So the card earns Starbucks stars, which are worth about 4 cents per star. So 125 stars equals a free drink. And so a free drink, Starbucks drinks, they're around for up to about $5, okay, for, a nice cappuccino or something at Starbucks. So they're 4 cents a piece, and the normal rating on this card is 1 star for every $4 spent. So that's actually a 1%, 1 cent per dollar, because they're worth 4 cents. So it's a 1% back card when not used at Starbucks. Now, Starbucks is the only bonus category on this card where you get 1 star per dollar. And in addition, you get 2 extra stars per dollar for being a Gold Rewards member, so you get 3 stars per dollar. Now, for the non-Starbucks spending, you can see the rate of earning, it's 1% back. Well, you could get a better rate than that with the Citi Double Cash, that's 2% back, 1% when you buy the thing and 1% when you pay. And then for the bonus category, okay, Starbucks spending, well, cards like the Chase Freedom and the Discover It card, I would say are actually getting a better rate of return on bonus categories. So let's sort of do a little bit of math here and work it out. So I'm going to say the average person with this card, they're probably not going to realistically spend more than $10 per day at Starbucks, okay? So in a 3-month period, which is the same length of time as the Chase and Discover It rotating bonus categories last for, in a 3-month period, you would spend around $900 at Starbucks. And if you're doing that, that's way too much, okay? You gotta stop that. You could save a lot of money by not going to Starbucks. It's almost $4,000 a year. Anyway, but let's just say you're doing that. So $900 at Starbucks, and you're really only earning 1 extra star per dollar because you get the 2 stars anyway for being a rewards member or a Gold Rewards member. That's not that hard to get if you're a Starbucks Power user. So you're getting 4 cents per dollar back on $900 worth of spending in a 3-month period. Well, guess what? The Chase Rewards, the Chase Freedom categories, the spending limit is $1,500. So you're getting 5% back on $1,500 worth of spending, and the categories are much more broad, so most people should be able to make up the entire $1,500 worth of spending in that quarter. For example, this quarter, it's mobile payments, mobile wallet, bip, that kind of payment. So I'm definitely going to do the full $1,500, and that gets me $75 actually worth of cashback. That's a pretty substantial reward. But obviously with the Starbucks card, you're just getting that 4% back in the form of stars, not even cashback. You can only spend it at Starbucks. So, and then on top of that, it's got an annual fee. So it kind of sours it. I'm just showing that the earnings ratios are not really that great. They're a little bit less competitive than other, cashback cards in my tier 2 sort of level of credit cards. And then on top of that has the annual fee. Now, there are a few perks, like you get 8 free drinks a year, sort of barista picks, I guess that sort of almost cancels out the annual fee. That's probably about $40 in value, so takes the annual fee down to $9, I guess. But to be honest, if you're someone who's like really into coffee and really cares about these special drinks, you probably will just want to go and buy better drinks at better coffee shops, not Starbucks. Because let's face it, Starbucks is not like that great, It's kind of like convenient, but when it comes down to like specialty coffees and stuff, they're not really where it's at, And then like we said in the title of this video, the sign-up bonus is 2,500 stars when you spend $500 in the first 3 months, and you can get 20 free cups of coffee with that. And so that sign-up bonus, it's worth around $100. 20 times 5, that's, yeah, that's 100. So the sign-up bonus isn't even as valuable as the sign-up bonus from the Chase Freedom, which is $150 when you spend $500 in the first 3 months, and the Chase Freedom doesn't have an annual fee. So Starbucks, you know, I think you haven't really hit the mark with this card. Giving it an annual fee is a bit of a mistake. It shouldn't have an annual fee. That's the main thing, my main concern about it. And in addition to that, you know, I think that Starbucks, people just don't spend enough money at Starbucks for it to warrant having its own credit card, you know? I think there's a reason why credit cards revolve around sort of like travel and hotels and that kind of stuff. It's because that stuff costs quite a considerable amount of money. You know, you book a plane ticket, maybe it's $500. That's a large amount of spending that they're actually able to give some decent value back in the form of rewards on. And then there's also cashback cards for just daily spending that give them cash back on your daily spending, which is going to end up being a lot. But the one category of Starbucks where you maybe spend $5, $10 a day maximum, I really don't think that it warrants having a credit card. Someone in my last video in the comments suggested it could be good for companies who like buy a lot of Starbucks coffee for the office, you know, like those big boxes of coffee that you get and everyone can drink. And I kind of agree that like that probably would make more sense, but it's not a business card. This is a personal card. So to be honest, I give this card a thumbs down. I think it's a weak offering, mostly due to the fact that it has an annual fee. If it didn't have an annual fee, then there'd kind of be nothing to lose by applying for it, so you might as well apply for it and get a few free coffees now and then because of it. But the fact that it has an annual fee is kind of just, it puts me off. I think it would be better if, you know, perhaps at Starbucks there's an express line that only people with gold status who are paying using the Starbucks card can access. I think that would definitely be a perk that that would be desirable for people, especially people who work, like for example in New York City at rush hour. You know, when you're going to work, there's a very long line in Starbucks, and people who want to just grab their coffee and get up to their office with their coffee. Definitely that would be some considerable perk, but that's for gold status in general, not just for the credit card. So guys, what do you think about this card? Is your appraisal the same as mine? Do you think it's not that great a card? I'd love to hear what you think, and if you have any suggestions for improving it, leave them down in the comments below. As always, please subscribe for more videos like this. Give this video a like. Let me remind you guys, we still have a few of the Credit Shifu wallets left in stock. We will be getting another batch, but there may be a gap before the next batch arrives. So if you are thinking about getting one, maybe order it within the next week or so. You can check out the link in the description below. All right, guys, we'll see you next time with more credit card tips and tricks. Bye.